So now you mentioned you've been traveling and you had some places that you've gone, and you've posted and been very vocal about wanting to start to travel because you're tired of the hookah culture in New York.
I've talked about this, so it is not. I can say this, yo. I've thrown events.
Yeah.
I've thrown two events. One event's called Groovy versus Power, 100% soak and fat, where there's no hookah or tables.
Okay.
I've thrown an event called Waistline Friendly, where we've had hookah and tables. So I understand the money of hookah and tables. That does not mean I have to like it though. I hate it. I don't like hookah and tables at events. Why? Like that's club culture, not Caribbean culture.
Yeah.
But I hate it. I don't like
believe
it.
I get it. So you good.
I don't like it at all.
But the point is, you're saying you're traveling now, right? And you're getting into these new spaces. In terms of what you've experienced so far, and you haven't even experienced what we have to offer at our events, right?
Yeah, I'm excited just to see how you set up your
Just
event.
from so far, what is your experience dealing with our company versus like other people that have brought you into their spaces?
I can definitely talk about this. Just your professionalism alone. Like the fact that y'all gonna see this after Carabana, but as soon as I reach, I obviously text you, let you know how I reach. Yeah. I text JKD. Yeah. He professional, amazing. Like I'm literally thinking I have to call Uber. At least did I say to you? I said I think I have to call Uber. So you said, nah, bro, you got it covered. He said, nah, bro, y'all got it covered. The fact that you guys had it covered for me already is like, that's interesting. Hotel itself, appreciate that, of course. The fact that you already had a plan for like backstage access, stuff like that. Most of the time, promoters will like wait till like the day of the party. Say, yeah, Blackie, you gonna go backstage? It's like they didn't think, oh, I should tell them in advance, because I really care about the whole credentials of like getting backstage, because that matters. Because I know on the day of the event, you're running around doing other things, so you don't have time to worry about what's happening at the door, because you're focused on the actual event itself. So the fact that you already thought about that, I appreciate that too.
You got your care package.
The care package is nice. I posted a video about it.
I saw that.
I made that quick because I really liked it. The fact that my name was on it. Yeah. The merch itself is the attention to detail on the merch is amazing. Just like overall, the experience so far has been amazing. I honestly haven't really experienced it, because I have had situations where promoters have paid for my stay, but they haven't paid for my stay and my flight. It's usually one or the other. The fact that you covered both, it's like, okay, one from the top. The fact that wasn't even like a negotiating point. It was matter like, Blackie, just send your information, I got you. It was like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to appreciate this and do work the best of my ability. And I obviously I've done that, because you don't see that a lot in the industry now. A lot of people like to cut corners, and it's like, no, like do the right thing, and it'll be received back to you.
Why am I putting my people that I'm bringing here that are exclusive to my events and really helping? Why am I putting them in a predicament where they have to think?
Exactly.
From the time you board that plane and get off that plane and land, you shouldn't have to think about anything. The most is like just awareness of where you are and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's natural.
Exactly.
That's natural.
Now, one thing I find very interesting, again, we've booked Blackie here in Toronto for DJ Busby Inc.'s 2024 Carnival events in Toronto. That's Tsunami, the big one.
Big one.
Soca Sleepover.
Excited for that.
About 1,000 people every single year.
Dang, that's crazy.
So that's about to be a packed house, because we're sold out tonight, guaranteed. And that's, that event is tomorrow. And then now the new addition to the weekend, Soca has Juve on the Monday.
I think that's a sleeper. That one look.
I am telling you, Blackie, just mark my words again. When you see what, like, my mind of how that Juve experience.
I remember you sent me
the voice though, yeah. Yeah. When you see that in real life, you're going to be like, okay, I see what he was talking about.
Yeah, I believe you. Because I've seen a lot of Juves that's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But like, just seeing how your mind works with Tsunami and how his attention to detail, is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the way you it's certain things you have in place. I won't spoil for Tsunami, but if you was at Tsunami already, you'll know. But his attention to detail is just like, wow. Like that's something even like I don't see in New York, where like there's very few promoters where like they have certain sections set up for certain parts of the party. Your attention to detail is phenomenal. It really is.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You mentioned to me that when you come on this podcast, there's some stories to share about the fact that like you're now realizing who I am, but you've been messing with my content from time.
Yeah, so like I didn't know who you were, because I used to always just for fun watch the DJ Network.
Oh,
watch
shoot.
for fun.
Yeah?
Let's say, okay, for fun. And people used to send it to me too. I was like, oh, this is interesting. I was watching for fun. Your mixes. I did not know you had so much mixes.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. I always say, hey, yo, Busby. I'm like, yo, why does this sound familiar, bro? Like, I should know who this is. And I realized, I was like, oh, that's you. Yeah. Oh, so, like, a lot of your mixes I listened to back in, like, 2018, 19.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm now realizing, oh, that's Busby who's behind it. It was crazy. Once I went back and listened to the mixes, I was like, oh, wow, he did that and that.
Full circle moment.
It's crazy.
And even like Blackie again, Blackie's somebody who has attention to detail himself.
Yeah.
When we book him, he's not just, okay, this is how much I charge, and I don't hear from him until he has his hand out. Right?
Yeah.
The first thing you did after we arranged everything, one of the first things you did was come to me like, yo, Buzz, I need all of your best clips from all of like the previous tsunamis, the previous sleepovers to add to my post. That's something that you don't find these days.
No.
People are just quick like, yo, send me the flyer, I'll repost it.
I'm honestly tired of the whole send me a flyer, because it's like a flyer is cool, but like give me something to really work with
to talk about.
Like I really appreciate you sending me like previous tsunamis from previous years, because the amount of times I work with promoters and they would send me just a flyer and like a video. Was it a video flyer of the exact same flyer? It's like, what am I? I'm gonna. You're paying me, so I'm gonna figure it out. But like, give me something to work with, bro. Come on, like, yo, you don't understand how annoying that is. So like, once you send me all this, I was like, damn, I'm gonna save some of this for next year, 2025, because it's just like I couldn't include it all. So I really appreciate that. Like, also, I just feel like when it comes to like when you're working with promoters. It's no secret, obviously, when you're booking content creators, booking influencers, you want them to promote your events. Yeah. That's what we're here for. Right. You should not be waiting until the last minute to post a flyer, because I read a lot of content creators, a lot of hosts do this, where like they will agree to, they'll have an agreement with a promoter, and they will basically like wait till like the last week, post a flyer, and be like, okay, pay me. It's like, no, you didn't do all the work prior to that. People think, oh, since it's the last minute, tickets sales gonna come in no matter what. But when you're making promo videos weeks in advance or months in advance, and you're building up to the weekend, promoters see that one, or I should say the smart ones see it, because some promoters will be like, oh, you posted a flyer, okay, I'll pay you. But when you're actually like consistently promoting over and over again, promoters see that and they appreciate that, because it's like, okay, you're actually doing the job I booked you for. Yeah. And I read a lot of people just think posting a flyer. And then posting one video is enough to get paid. It's like, no, he booked you since July. Yeah. His event's in, let's say, November. You haven't posted nothing in August, or September, or October, but the week before the party, you're posting a flyer, you think you're gonna get paid? No, he's gonna find a way to not pay you. And
this is what it boils down to too, even down to that conversation of what the deliverables are. There's certain people that come in the fold, like for instance, this tsunami come in. There's multiple people coming like, yo, can I get a free ticket? Well, no, there's no comps like that we're just handing out to whoever messages me. But if you would like, you could do a video of yourself having fun in the Fete. Make sure to post it and tag Tsunami. And meaning like if it's somebody of substance.
Yeah, exactly.
But like you have like 50 followers. I'm not really entertaining the conversation of you getting in my Fete for free for you posting something.
It sounds bad, but like, yes, followers do matter.
Right.
But I know we shouldn't focus on it, but like it does matter.
Exactly.
It builds, obviously, what's traction?
Traction, just awareness.
There we go, awareness. That's what we're looking for.
And all of these things are pivotal. But they're coming now, and they probably have the same system or a similar system than you, right? Or any influencer that they'll do this, they'll charge people, but they're falling into the bad traits of what you just talked about. The week of, they're posting the flyer.
Yeah.
But then they want to be paid. So it's like, okay, you're coming to me last minute, trying to get a comp to come in my party. Well, now I have the leverage because you want to come into my party.
Yep.
So to avoid having to pay you what I would pay Blackie properly, you're coming to me last minute. You want a free ticket? Okay, do this video then. That's probably all you would have done if I had paid you whatever your full rate is.
And most promoters, what they'll do is that they won't even pay you. They'll just give you a free ticket, and that's that.
Exactly.
They save the money.
But that's what I'm saying. Your payment now is the entry. But you're coming to me last minute, and if I had booked you in advance, like I would a Blackie, you wouldn't have done anything for me. So that too is like, okay, It's not just what are you doing for me per se. How are we both benefiting from this?
Exactly. I think a lot of people miss that. Like, it's a business you're running.
Exactly.
It's like tsunami is very like once I seen I mean I knew it was a business obviously, but once I seen the previous years, once I seen the clips from previous years, once I seen the fact that tickets are close to sold out or will be sold out, it was like, oh no, this is serious. So like I didn't take it serious as well too. I knew from the time you reached out to me, I said I already had content ideas already in my head because I think I told you in Trinidad, I was like, yo, I'm assuming you reach out to me for Tsunami. I already had videos in my head for how I will make videos for Tsunami and Soko Sleepover. But like when I'm working promoters, I just know, okay, he probably wants this video at this time because it's about 2 weeks out or 3 weeks out because that's gonna keep the traction or the awareness alive. I personally don't even like waiting till the last minute to make a video unless it's like a one-off. Then it's like, okay, fine, quick one-off.
Yeah.
But if it's like consistent promo throughout the entire weeks or months, I'm posting videos throughout either different weeks or different months, way before the party itself.
Got it. So yeah, essentially our company, we see the shortfalls in the industry and things that maybe we should implement to people who deserve it. And I think that part is very critical, right? Because not everybody deserves your kindness and these extra perks. Because as you said, you book some people, they'll do the bare minimum.
Like it's clear, like the people you book, not just myself, that like these people are like you don't have to worry about me promoting your event. You know, Blackie's gonna promote it.
Exactly.
Like, it wasn't like a second thought in your head. Like, and I appreciate that because I've seen some promoters will book some people or some kind of creators and like they think, oh, I have to constantly micromanage them.
Yep.
That's what I'm looking for. Where they keep on like saying, yo, you have to do this. It's like me. It's like once you book me for something, give me the content, I will do the rest. Yeah. Because I know, especially if you're holding up your end of the bargain, the rest is easy, honestly.
Exactly. And that's what I said at the start of the podcast. Like, I booked Blackie for doing just social media advertisement as an influencer for my mixes. Because that was a time when I was like, my mixes are good. My mixes are great. It's just my outreach. So how can I now get more eyes and ears on this project, which I'm already doing? I just need people to I need people to push it. So I remember, I vividly remember I messaged you and I said, Blackie.
It was the very first one or the second one?
It probably might have been the first one. But I was like, Blackie, I want to book you to do this. This is my vision. But I don't just want to give you money and you do this. Like, can you please at least listen to this? Not knowing you already know who I am, this and that.
When you sent me the mix, I already heard it before.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
It's the Marshall Montana one we're talking
about. Yeah.
I heard that already.
Exactly.
I heard it already.
So, but that's to show you my level of thinking as well, because I don't just want somebody, you'll throw up the mix and I'll hope to get whatever likes. Yeah. I want somebody I want you to listen to. I know you love soca. I know what I'm doing is good. So at least if you are understanding of my product is good, you might have a little more encouragement to push it.
Yeah, exactly. Like even when you first sent me the mix, I listened to it again because now that I'm obviously you want me to make a video to it and more of an outreach. I listened to it again to see what parts of the mix I like. I remember we talked about it. It was like, let me know what parts of the mix you like, and I told you what parts. Yeah. And obviously you actually, fun fact for you guys, he edited the video that y'all saw. I didn't edit it. He edited. I sent him my clips. He edited. That's the first time. That's the only time I've ever done that. Most promoters just say, Blackie, here's the mix or here's the whatever, and you make the video. You say, yo, send me the clip. I'm like, okay, this. I'm on a different side of this now. This is weird. Yeah. Cause I'm so used to just doing it myself. So that was a cool experience to see. And once I saw how you did it, it was like, yeah, I probably would did the exact same thing too. But nice. Small details like that, I really appreciate. Very much. Yeah, no, and I appreciate you for being quick with the turnaround time. Yeah, I don't play about that. That's one thing I was shocked about you with. I'm very quick. Literally every time I booked you for that specific task, first time and it's done. Yeah, I don't play that. Literally, what I tell all promoters is, from the time you send me the money, it's 24 to 48 hours. Usually it's 24 because I'm going to make it right then and there. And if there's any correction needed to make, the next day, not even next day, I will literally make it right then and there, send it to you and show it to you. Yeah, and it's up. I don't like to make you wait because it's like, yes, I'm busy, but you're paying me, so it's like I can drop what I'm doing and focus on that because you're paying me. It's when you're not paying me, I can kind of just wait because you're not really paying me. Yeah. You want me to do it just for fun. Yep. It's like I'm busy doing other things, making other content as well too. And that's the part people don't realize. But I could have an appreciation for your business ethic, and that's why I said let me have Blackie on these events for this year. Yeah, because I saw how you operated just with the mixes. So if that's how it was with the mixes, it only makes sense
to come for the events.
Once you sent me the content, it was easy to make.
Yeah.
It was really easy to make.
No, that's good. Now, even just as a more technical question, the editing process. So some people will use a Premiere Pro on their laptop or computer. Some people will use Final Cut, whatever. What is your process? Some people use CapCut.
You literally just said I use CapCut.
Oh, that's the one?
I use CapCut.
My bad.
I use CapCut. I'm personally not a huge fan of Premiere Pro. Yeah. I prefer DaVinci Resolve.
Got it.
Final Cut Pro. What else? I mean, I can use Premiere Pro if I really need to, but usually, majority of the time, I'm using CapCut.
That's the one I learned on, so that's for me. That's like the one.
What? Which one?
Premiere Pro.
Oh, that's understandable, especially when you're making podcasts. So
exactly,
Premiere Pro
it should be
perfect because I'm assuming you use AI, so AI just edits it for you.
Yeah.
Or do you edit yourself?
I edit myself.
Oh, you don't use.
I need to start figuring that out. It's on the checklist of things to do.
Okay.
Yeah. But we will continue the conversation now. As I said, we'll get back into soca. Right, soca is a very important component of everything we're talking about here, and both of our careers or the lifestyles we're trying to build out of this industry. Soca music, right? You're very passionate about soca.
Yep.
And there's a lot of components to it that you're very vocal about. One that I've seen more recently that you're vocal about is Soca Monarch.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So talk about, I guess, your feelings towards that big competition.
I said it in a video, like competition itself is a great thing. Like, and I'm so friendly competition, not competition where like you hate the next person. It's more like it's competition where like competition brings out the best in a person. When you're talking about Soca Monarch, competition brings out the best in an artist. Look at, I use Grenada Soca Monarch or use Vinci Soca Monarch. Like majority of the artists there are cool with each other. And even if they don't like each other that much, it's still a level of respect there. Yeah. But what makes Grenada Soca Monarch so good is the fact that one artist compete against each other and they go at it, and the fact that everyone, all the locals, all the people who attend Soca Monarch, they come out and support. Like I'm going to Grenada after Caravana. By the time this is up, I'm probably already either in Grenada or just came back
probably
from it.
In Grenada right now, yeah.
And I can't wait to see like the way the stadium is going to be packed out in Grenada Soca Monarch, because it is the event on Friday, Carnival Friday. They do not play that. So like when I see the support for Soca Monarch in different places, whether it's Antigua, Vinci, like I just said it, Grenada, like I just said, St. Lucia Soca Monarch is very big. People don't realize how big it is. I was watching it live before I got into St. Lucia. St. Lucia Soca Monarch is very big. I'm missing St. Kitts, Trinidad, when they had it in 2020. I'm not going to get into that because that's a whole Trinidad when they had the Soca Monarch, right, was big as well too.
I think that was probably sorry to cut you. I think that was probably one of the biggest I've ever been to. Tash, you were there that year, right? Soca Monarch with Super Blue and Marshall.
Oh.
When they went head to head. It might have been 2013.
That's 2013.
Yeah.
That's with Fantastic Friday?
Fantastic Friday with Super Blue.
Yeah.
That's, in my opinion.
When Double M had Float?
Yes.
Yeah, that's 2013.
That, in my opinion, might have been the biggest Soca Monarch either I've ever seen or that there ever was.
You saw that live?
I was in.
Oh, I was there.
And crazy enough, we were up in the stands at like that Super Blue performance.
Oh my gosh.
And I saw a full panoramic view of the Hazley Crawford Stadium front to back.
That is crazy.
Filled with people. And like when I say everybody was waving something in the air, like I have goosebumps talking about this right now.
Because on YouTube, like if you try to look at it on YouTube, the footage is
exactly
it's shaky. You had to be there live.
So. No, like I was like, imagine you've been in Hazley Crawford.
Yeah, of course.
So that whole thing, we were about halfway in the middle. Up on top in the stands.
Oh, so you're seeing everything.
I'm seeing everything. That like I can't forget that like mental image I have. And I just remember that year was like Super Blue coming back into the picture.
Because Double M was already dominating.
He was dominating.
So the fact that he beat him that
exactly. And I'm remembering Super Blue came into this with Fantastic Friday. And you know, we're accustomed to a certain sound in soca.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing Fantastic Friday, like, yeah, I kind of like this, but like, is it something that's really gonna beat Marshall? I just remember my dad's exact words, and it's no malice towards anybody. Marshall is still the king, no matter what you say. But my dad's exact words was, because he grew up in Super Blues era, He's like, Marshall or any other soca artist could never hold a candle to what Super Blue did in his day.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that is like, for me to hear that, I was like, okay, let me pay attention to what's going on.
Right.
I get into Carnival now. Everybody, like, this was the most played track I have heard.
Oh yeah, that was unanimous.
For
Road March.
every Carnival.
Yeah,
that was crazy. He blew everybody out of the water.
I think I was looking up the results. I think he had like 500 plays.
500 plays, 600. So it might have been under almost 6.
It might be 600. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I knew the second highest plays was float.
Yeah.
And I was like at 100. I was like, yeah. I can only imagine.
Dominated, and like down to the kids. I'm seeing kids as we pass. What that photo? What that? It was crazy. So for me to witness that live and like have that mental image, I'm very thankful to have been there. But Soca Monarch is something I've known to be, again, like something that drives attention into the economy.
And also it helps younger artists as well too. Like I don't think some people understand like the impact of younger artists in Soca Monarch. Like even if the artist doesn't win, and I'll say an established artist wins, the fact that artist is in the semifinals, because semifinals is actually a big deal, but or even the finals, and they're competing against these established artists, that alone helps them. Like that is something I really appreciate about Soca Monarch a lot. That's something I really enjoy.
That's good. And you know, it's not just in Trinidad it happens in all these other islands, and you've been an advocate for showcasing even the performances.
Yeah,
like stuff you like and your commentary on it. I love that.
Soca Monarch when it comes to Soca Monarch and performances, there we go. That's obviously key. Like if your performance is bad, you're not going to win. Yeah. That's just the truth. Your performance has to be top notch, because the other 20, 12, whatever my artists behind you or in front of you, whatever, they're going to bring their A game because they want to win. Yes, I know you obviously get money when you win Soca Monarch, but like just having the title of like, yo, I have the crown for Soca Monarch. It is a little bit of ego and pride in it, but it's also like a thing like, yeah, I have the crown because I beat all the other artists' performances, and I had the best performance out of everybody else. Even though for some judges sometimes be shaky with the judging, but hey, but yeah. And
that's another snippet from Ira's podcast. He was saying how, honestly speaking, like when I look back on it, a big part of me doing that competition and entering was simply the fact that I'm getting a free video out of this. And he was like, back in the day, there was no social media to like, I'm uploading a clip of my performance. YouTube and those clips that they generated was it.
That's great.
So when you're thinking about like, okay, let me go search up this big song,
right?
You now have basically a music video. And I definitely put air quotes on it because I don't think they're ever going to fix the quality of those things.
No, they're not.
But
I do believe there'll be tech eventually in the future to where you can go back at an old video and like make the quality better. I don't know how.
That's already started.
I'm talking about like old videos where you can legit take that full video and make the quality better.
I don't know the depth of it, but that's already upscaling is what they call it.
Yeah, upscaling with pictures, I think is
no, even videos.
Even videos.
Yeah.
Okay,
they've already started that.
I got work to do then, because a couple old Soca Monarch videos I want to upscale to make that a bit better.
Yeah. Now Soca Monarch, we briefly touched on it. What else have you been vocal about or have been passionate about in the soca space?
I'm surprised you didn't mention it. Road March.
Road March too.
I could talk. Road March is. I could talk about Road March all day. Because something about, I like looking at the dominance of people winning Road March. So like, for example, let's use Double M for example. Like the fact that he won 9 Road Marches in 7 years. Like he won obviously from, this is my brain rattling off, from 2010. I guess it would have been 2010 was Parlance. 2011 Double M, 2012 Double M, 2013 Super Blue, 2014 Double M, 2015 Double M, 2016 Double M, right? 2017 Full Extreme, 2018 Super Blue and Double M with Soca Kingdom, and 19 Double M with Family. The fact that he won 7 in 9 years is like,
that's why I say like despite whatever you have to think about it, he is the king. That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna say about Super Blue. I say all the time, Super Blue was like the first king of soca.
Yeah.
Because everything about Double M didn't become the king of soca until like the 2010s, really.
Yeah.
From the 80s, in my opinion, from the 80s, the 90s for sure, and even the early 2000s, Super Blue was the king of soca. Like he had it on lock until Double M really started like establishing himself in 2010, 2011, 2012. That's when you really started to see Double M rise. And so people say king of soca, I'd be like, yeah, he's the king of soca for sure. Now. But back in the 80s, 90s, you could ask anybody. You ask my father, he'll say, yeah, Super Blue was that. He had that title of King of Soca.
Nice. So we got Road March. I know you're very into just culture in general.
Yeah,
with these
I'm
islands.
a huge fan of culture. I love obviously Carnival itself is great, but like I like the fetes, of course. I like the Juve and the Road, but like cultural events like Kitty's Carnival or Panorama or Kings and Queens, Calypso Monarch. That's what I forgot to mention. Calypso Monarch, very, very important because they're talking about social issues, social commentary. Obviously, that's Calypso. I love those kind of events during Carnival because that, especially Panorama, I could talk about all day. Those things are, like, to me, very, very important when it comes to Carnival because you need to. Yes, we all love the fetes, we all love the Road and Juve, but like something about those cultural events, you can't beat it. It
can't change. What about even in line with culture, kind of? What about cultural foods?
Oh, of course.
Like specific.
I love my belly. I'm actually hungry. I'm actually really hungry right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, no, we'll figure out some food after this. I haven't eaten all day either.
Yeah. But when it comes to cultural foods, though, I feel like if you're visiting whatever Caribbean country, you should probably try the food.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like it, don't get so used to what you're eating, wherever you're staying at, wherever you're living or staying. Yeah. Try, if you're interested in that, try Palau. If you're in St. Lucia, try their national dish. If you're in Grenada, try Oro Down. Or try in Vinci, try their breadfruit. Try different things when you're visiting these countries. Cause
absolutely.
It's a sign of respect, first of all. You're not just saying, yo, give me chicken nuggets and fries. It's like how about we just try their national dish?
I laugh because that's usually what I order.
That's literally what people order. Like some of my friends, they'd be like, yo, I'm gonna try this. I'm like, bro, just try something else. Yeah. But
we have a lot of stuff to talk about. We've spoken on soca. Another thing I want to know from you where soca's related. It's gonna be a hard question to ask, or a hard few questions to ask. Who is your favorite male and female soca artist?
The male is tough. Female, I can talk about this. I love talking about her.
Here we go.
My favorite, everyone knows this. I'm gonna clip this. Everyone knows. Nadia Batson, Patrice Roberts are my favorite female soca artists of all time. I will defend them women like it's you can't talk bad about them.
Yeah.
You just cannot do it. You can't do it around me. Especially Nadia and Patrice. Like them two just, oh my gosh.
Protect them at all costs.
All costs, especially Nadia. Nadia's seeing Nadia's growth. Patrice I knew Patrice was destined for greatness from the time she started singing. But Nadia, like, there was a point in time where Nadia Batson, like, she wasn't as known as she is now. Like, she was known, of course, in Trinidad and stuff like that, but like internationally, she wasn't what she is now. So the fact seeing her keep on growing to what she is now, like she said in a clip on Ultra World, she was like, yeah, I care about the monster or the big hits, but I'm still keep putting the work to keep on growing as an artist. I'm paraphrasing there. I'll find the clip where she said it and include it when I post this on my Instagram. But point is, like, seeing Nadia's growth and her epitome, her consistent work, I truly admire that and she just creates hits. She's a great writer as well.
Absolutely.
Too. For the male though, okay, so I have to say Bungie. Because Bungie's literally one of the main reasons why I'm into soca now.
Wow.
Because my dad, he, like I said, in the beginning of the podcast, he's the biggest Bungie fan ever, and he will play Bungie's albums. We're talking all the way back to when Bungie had the braids, songs like Licks, From the Ghetto.
Yep.
What's some other classics? Blessings, Blaze the Fire. I can go on and on.
Bomb song.
Send Them. By him and Fionn.
Bad tune.
Yeah, that's a classic. So Bungie for sure. Double M is Double M. Literally, I said before, it's the first soca song I ever heard ever is Big Truck by Double M. So gotta include Double M. And then from there it gets hard because because soca is unfortunately a male dominated industry. So like there's so much male soca artists. So guys, when I post this, when I say certain artists, that's not mean I don't like any of those. Yeah. A lot of artists follow me. So
to be clear,
Blackie, come on, he didn't mention me. It's like I like all y'all still. Don't worry.
Let's talk DJs and MCs. Same question.
Oh, so for artists real fast.
Okay, yeah.
Like I said, Bungie. Masha, of course. I like Kes.
Yep.
Outside of Trinidad, because Trinidad has a melting pot of artists, obviously. For Grenada, it's Lava Mind. I've said it before. Lava Mind, my favorite artist out of Grenada.
Detail answer. I love it.
Lil Nati and Thunder. Boise Terra, of course. For Vinci, Problem Child, of course. Skinny Fabulous, of course. Magical. I'm now getting to really local artists now. Magical. For Antigua, Claudette Peters. Winter. T and Winter. I can keep on going on and on. Lucia. Ricky T, of course.
Of course.
I mean, the year he has had. Nerdy, Iman Nerdy. I hope I butchered none of y'all names. I'm so sorry. I have bad with names, but Nerdy. And a bunch of other artists.
I would even put Teddy in that.
Oh, Teddy and John. That's a given though. It's Teddy and John. It's Teddy and John.
Yeah.
For DJs now, I would definitely say Yourself for sure. I'm not just saying I'm here.
Yeah.
Yourself for sure. Gel, DJ Gel. Big up Gel.
Big up Gel.
I'll see Gel probably. Is he here already?
No, well, maybe. I don't know.
He's probably here, knowing Gel.
Yeah.
Gel, of course. The entire By Far team. Just
big up my guys.
Mega, Cruiser, Phenom, JB. I can list them all.
Real talented.
Who else? Private Ryan, I do appreciate. I understand people view him as like a promoter now because it's obviously brainwashed.
Yeah.
But boy, he when he gets into a zone, he can play. Yeah. What's some other DJs I can mention that I really appreciate? Oh, for MCs, I like Hype Man, of course.
Yeah, Patrick. Big up Patrick.
Patrick's really good. Who else? They really, you was talking about this in a previous podcast episode. There isn't that much MCs.
Yeah, exactly.
There isn't that much that MCs.
We could probably count like esteemed ones with one hand, maybe. Yeah. Or two hands.
And most people who are MCs DJ as well too. So back to I guess I'll go back to the DJs. I appreciate Kevin Crown's passion.
Facts.
Kevin has a passion for when it comes to
playing. Fun fact. So where you're from, New York?
Yeah.
The first person to ever book me in New York, or the States, period, is Kevin Crown.
Wow.
Who else could say that story?
No one, literally.
Literally. Probably not nobody.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but continue.
Who else? What's his name? Oh, wow. My gosh, I'm forgetting his name.
It's all good.
Oh, there's so much DJs.
I could edit all of this.
You can edit all this good. Honestly, it would probably come to me later. But those are the DJs I listed. Gel, By Far Team, Yourself, Private Ryan, Kevin Crown. Those DJs I listen to a lot. Rigo, there we go. Rigo saw it. Yeah, Rigo.
No, that's amazing. Last but not least, aside from yourself, influencers. Or influencers / content creators. In Soca.
Out the time for RI.
Yeah.
Of course. Really appreciate watching him.
Yeah.
I do appreciate Kiambu Love Kumi X's videos. Like when he's making those skits with him and Calvin, it's funny. Yeah. I think those videos is funny. Bacchanal Boys, of course.
Yeah.
Big up Josh and them. Love those guys. I'll see them later. Joe actually creates content as well too.
Yeah.
When Joe's not in his mode, he is a content creator.
That's something I forgot to say earlier. I think like you would succeed in the space of what he's doing with Gel Eats. Yeah, like, I'm not saying to go on Foodie Nation and cook, but like
you kind of just gave it away. But I want to. I'm going to eventually make a page where it's going to probably go Blackie Eat to Soca Eat. I'm gonna think of a name for it, but I do want to do something with what Joe's doing when it comes to eats and also traveling as well too.
Nice.
Because I'm realizing traveling content, I can do something there too.
Good.
Some other content creators it's a content creator called Marquise. It's Marquise Lee. I'll tag him once this goes up. There still isn't that much content. Oh, there's one content creator called Bahamian Nesta. I probably butcher her name wrong, but there's still a lot of people who there still isn't that much content creators within the space that are within the space. Like we're still growing, but those that are listed, they're definitely. I'm probably missing somebody big. It'll come to me.
But Bacchanal Boys, you guys have seen to have a good relationship, just friendship in general.
Yeah,
and it's good to see because a lot of people in the same spaces are oftentimes at odds, and it's rough to see that. But you guys have a good working relationship. Talk about that.
Yeah. Well, so Bacchanal Boys, I can say this, but like they are misunderstood. like that page, the guy Josh, I can say his name because he's why I say it once he gets caught. But like Josh, the guy that runs Bacchanal Boys, like he's misunderstood because they see the content and think, oh, that's the other culture. I wouldn't necessarily say that. It's just Josh really brings an element of having fun.
Yeah.
And like he takes it to the 20th degree and he's not going to apologize for it. And I can respect that.
And I'm sorry.
I can respect that.
This is where I may need to come into the play. Like, guys, this is nothing new. What they're posting on their social medias is nothing new.
And what pisses me off too is that like if you really watch his page, he has videos where he's not doing all the stuff y'all see.
But nobody cares.
Like it was one clip he had. We were talking about it. He posts about his kids going to a juve.
Yeah.
And and all the content was just his kids enjoying themselves at juve. There was nobody wild, his kids jumping around, throwing paint and powder. People don't see that content, but y'all see one clip of him whining on a girl. It's like, oh, that's not. It's like, come on,
that's not culture.
That's not culture.
Tell me one of the last juves you've been to that you haven't looked to your left or right or up or down and seen the exact same thing.
Exactly. I've honestly seen worse videos than what he posts.
Literally.
Like he's very. People don't give him credit for this. He's very cognizant. I probably said that word.
You're right.
So wrong. But he pays attention to what he posts and how he's going to look on social media. So like the clips, for example, there was one clip in Lucia and he could have posted.
Yeah.
He said, Blackie, that ain't going up because I don't like the way that made me look.
Yeah.
But this video of me of a simple wine, it goes up because he understands that yes, people can take his content and flip it, but he knows what to post where people will defend him and say, nah, he's just having fun.
Yeah.
And that's why I appreciate Back on the Boys a lot because they understand the element of just having fun and they take it to the 20th degree.
Yeah. And as much as like they do have their own fun, there's a bunch of factors to consider that I pay attention to. It's not me overanalyzing. It's just what I see when I scroll across my feed. But that's things like, it's not like she's telling him stop.
Exactly.
They are well aware of what they're doing.
And also fun fact too, all the girls you see in those videos that Back on the Boys is dancing with, they know them. They're cool with them. They know those videos are going up. Literally, Josh will say to them like, "Yo, this video is going up on my page. I'll let you know." Like, so this is not like they're doing it behind their back. They let them know, and the girls like, "Yeah, it's okay, it's fine."
And a lot of that on top of it too, like again, it's just me seeing the videos. I notice because I pay attention to detail. I'm noticing like he going crazy on some whoever. He going crazy on this female. If her like skirt or shorts start to ride, he will pull it himself. So it's not in the camera.
In St. Lucia, there's one clip where a girl he's dancing with is going up and he literally pulls it down. Fast. So like people don't mention that as like
exactly.
Like yes,
if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it.
Yeah, like let's be honest. There's some guys who will pull it up.
That's what I'm saying.
But
that's who you need to talk about or you need to demonize. But what they're doing, they're having a good time.
Exactly.
And a lot of people who are on their moral high horse is like, no, I saw you in 2013 in that juve. Let's be real. You just weren't caught on camera.
Exactly.
So we're going to have a podcast with them. It should either be out right after this or in a few, but I'm passionate about that conversation as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people will misunderstand what these guys are trying to do or even what's working. Right, because as you could see by the likes, it is working.
It's trust me. I've the collaborative post for him.
You see,
guys,
I collaborated.
It's working. Look at me. It's working. It's definitely working.
I collaborated with him on a couple of posts last year. It is definitely working.
It's definitely working.
But on top of that, like him and I have spoken on the side, like just general WhatsApp phone call conversations. I respect the man's business mentality. On top of just going out there pelting waste.
Like I thought I was a marketing genius. So I met him like, oh, you know how to market well too. So when we do collaboration posts, those always do well because like his marketing mind is.
That's what I'm saying. And I want to have a conversation with somebody like that like on top of the business aspect, the marketing, he also is involved with kids, like Kiddies Carnival.
He has a son and a daughter.
Yeah.
Like so he understands Kiddies Carnival is important. Because his kids are in the culture as well too. People need to get Back on our Boys credit.
Yeah.
That's that simple.
No, we're definitely going to have a podcast.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that'll be out probably shortly after yours.
Right.
But as we wrap up, Blackie, this has been an amazing podcast. One thing I want to just, a couple things I want to touch on as we close out.
Right.
We talk about soca, influencing, posting on IG, TikTok, etc. What does Blackie do when it's not about soca? Outside of soca, outside of fets? What are you involved in? What do you like?
I love nature. I love nature. I love nature. I love riding my bike. I gotta start learning. I actually like to cook, but I just don't cook as much as I want. I need to.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. But I'm a huge fan of like nature. I really like going outside and just like going on walks, riding my bike. I'm very adventurous. Like there's times I told us this one story. I'm not sure if you know about it, but one time, so Trinidad 2023, Jell will know this story. Do you know the venue O2 Park?
Yeah. Yeah, it's when you walked from old Blackie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched that like this guy is a madman.
Yeah, the reason why I did that because I just really want to like explore Trinidad at night.
This guy is early crazy. In the
morning. Like I walked. So for everyone is on the story during Carnival in 2023 in Trinidad after Happy Place. I walked from a venue called O2 Park, which is quite what's west right? Chaguanas?
Yeah.
Very walk from Chaguanas all the way to Port of Spain. It was from 3:30 in the morning to 7:30 when I finally reached Port of Spain. A 4-hour walk. Yeah, let's just say I posted on my Instagram and I got yelled at. On
an incline and stuff too. Like,
on an incline,
you're walking up hills.
Hills and all too. It was a very nice walk though. Wasn't smart. I won't do it again. Relax.
Blackie, never do that again, please.
But watching the sunrise, it was nice. Walk.
Yeah.
Some other things I like too.
Never do that walk again. Never do that. Please. Thank you.
Some other things I like too. I'm a huge fan of sports. Football, soccer, as Americans call it. American football I like watching too. Unfortunately, I'm a Jets fan. Anyone who knows that team sucks. Unfortunately, I'm a fan of that team.
Uh-huh.
I like basketball.
Nice.
I'm a huge fan of gaming as well too.
Me too.
I have a PlayStation 4. I'm a PlayStation guy. I have never owned an Xbox ever in my life. Never. I've had PlayStation 1, 2, 3, obviously now 4. I'm working on 5 because there's a new Dragon Ball game I want to get. Sparking Zero. Huge gaming guy.
Nice.
And that's like basically there's way more things I'm interested in.
Like tech in general, right?
Yeah, tech. There we go. That's what I mean. Tech. I even though I just have a phone as like, my thing to record, like I like different cameras. I know about Sony cameras, Canon cameras.
Nice.
I always pronounce it wrong. Nokia
or Nikon or Nikon. I don't even know.
I always pronounce that camera wrong. But that camera as well too. Even though I own a Mac or Macs in my crib, I pay attention to PCs because I know PCs are when it comes to just not even just gaming, just processing
beasts,
monsters. Like they blow. Macs are cool, but
these new age Macs.
Oh yeah, no. Like
I see what you're saying.
M2,
M2 and up.
Yeah,
even M1. Like
M1
just
is solid.
Fun fact: if you do not have an M1 and up, and you are a DJ that plays on the road, please figure your situation out.
Upgrade.
M1s have literally lasted me in Dubai. Was it Dubai? It was Ghana. An M1 lasted me in 40-degree weather in Ghana.
That's crazy.
Think about that. These road experiences in the islands, the sun is beating on that road.
Yeah.
So if your laptop can't handle that, you're gonna hear that chipping noise, and your laptop will shut down.
Once that's it. Overheat, kills that.
M1 and up. But yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, like so things like cameras, TVs. I like projectors. Too, but like computers, PCs, I literally will just watch fun tech videos just for the fun of it. Like I watch guys like Marquise Brown, Brownlee, I think that's his name.
Yeah, MKBHD.
There we go. Yeah. I know him as that. Mr. Who's the Boss?
Yep.
Him, I watch him too. I literally love watching different Apple events just for the fun of it, even though I'm never gonna buy any of the new stuff at all. But
that's my worst trait.
Yeah,
I have to have the latest and greatest.
Yeah, those are like main things I do just for fun when I'm not obviously studying soca. I just take my mind off of soca sometimes. I shouldn't say sometimes because I'm a lunatic when it comes to thinking about soca. But there have been times I'll be like, Blackie, think about something else for now so you can ease your mind. So those are like the main things.
It's funny you say that because isn't the video or picture that you have at the end of all the videos you do, isn't it like of Looney Tunes or something like that?
It was. I changed it. It's a new logo. It was a Looney Tunes.
For you to say lunatic, it was like, yeah, that's hilarious.
It was a Looney Tunes logo I had for a while. That was 2022.
Got it.
Yeah, but tech, gaming, anime. There we go. I'm a huge anime guy.
Oh yeah,
I love anime.
Wicked.
Some of my favorite animes is Naruto.
Yeah.
Naruto's my favorite anime of all time. I watch One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen. Love anime. I could talk about that all day. I plan on trying to find a way to do content regarding anime and Soka. Also, Soka documentaries. That's something I want to tap into because I feel like there isn't enough documentaries regarding around Soka.
Yeah.
That's a whole market that literally nobody outside of Double M really made a couple documentaries that I want to tap into.
That's one of my things, even with not necessarily documentaries, but my passion point with that is the story of the song.
Yeah.
That big song, like I want to know in detail, how did that come about?
I want to know the studio sessions. I want to know
everything.
Who wrote it? When did you write it? What's the inspiration? Like that's easily 30 minutes to an hour.
Exactly.
Easily.
Per record.
Per
and
record.
That's something I'm passionate about eventually doing.
And that's not even talking about albums.
Exactly.
Even I feel like more artists should. You're starting to see it now. More artists should show the behind the scenes of like getting to like the concert or the pre-performances, the sound check. I love watching videos of sound check.
Yeah.
I feel that's so important.
Facts. Now, family, friends, what's your lifestyle like? Women, what's your lifestyle like outside of that?
Single.
Like
Single for sure. That's got 15 girls mad saying that. But,
wow.
No, I'm
okay.
That's crazy.
Oh god.
Family's amazing.
Yeah.
Fun fact with my family, like for years they did not know I made videos. It took them finding out on their own that I made videos. like you could ask my mom that. Yeah. They did not, like for years I was just like making videos without telling them.
Yeah.
They said, hi, hello, why are you making all these videos? And they saw the numbers, but they said, oh, you're doing a lot, really well. So now they really support it.
Yeah.
One of my biggest fears was like they wasn't going to support it. But now they definitely support it. They appreciate it. So it's not really awkward when I make the videos.
And what about friends? Like even going out to these fests, do you always roll alone or like?
Unfortunately, I do always roll alone. Probably gotta stop doing that. But nah, I usually meet my friends at the actual event itself. But like, nah, I should probably stop rolling alone.
Yeah, no facts.
Get people to just like come with me. More often. But usually, I won't say I'm a loner, but like usually I find myself just like because I don't like waiting on people.
Yeah,
I'll just go.
Period.
And I'll meet you there. But definitely roll with people. I have rolled with people a couple of times. I probably start doing it more. So.
Now, last question. You know, you've built up this amazing infrastructure that you have, this following, this fan base, these supporters that mess with your content.
Like Lily, I just reached 30K.
What?
Like 30K. Yesterday? Today's what? Wednesday. So I reached like on Monday.
Nice.
I
literally am halfway there.
Yeah.
So.
No, you'll get there. I'm not, you'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm not even worried about you at all. At all, bro.
Let's hope so. I want to be like Blackie one day. But you know, you've built this amazing thing that you've got going on. And as you said, you wanted to make it full time one day. What are your ultimate goals and visions of where you want to see this go that you have at least right now?
Well, the goal is to keep on building the community that I have because I'm realizing that strictly when it comes to the people who like watch my content, there's definitely a community there that people will support, and I want to take that community to different places and obviously keep on going around the world. Take it to YouTube, take it to Twitch, take it to different platforms, and eventually I create different events. Not even just parties, just like different like events to where. We can gather around and talk about Soca, talk about the culture, talk about this, that, and the third. Whether it's people who have big followings or not, it's just like there's an event where like a convention, like I guess you can say, like we could just talk about Soca. And I eventually want to use my platform to get there. Also, just make this whole content creation thing a full time. Because I can tell y'all, look directly to the camera, Caribbean content creators as a whole are underpaid, or certain ones are underpaid. But like Caribbean content creators, like Jel said it to me when we was on the Soca Analyst podcast. We're in a niche of a niche, because most people don't really know much about Caribbean content creators because it's like this is still a new thing to us Caribbean people and the world as well too. So the goal is to make it a full time thing, and I think I'll get there because I am getting bookings, I'm getting paid to do what I do, and. Yeah, I think I'll get there. It's been a lot of work up to this point, but I'm definitely taking the right steps to get there.
Absolutely. You're well on your way. Blackie, this has been an incredible podcast.
Thanks.
And the content we've talked about is something I definitely know a lot of people will learn from and take away from. And your journey's been amazing thus far. I've loved hearing these stories, and the stuff you've already done is profound. Yeah. So I could only imagine at your young age what you have ahead of you. And it's with crazy. Your resilience and your business acumen and the way you're able to get things done, just the structure you have to you, the scheduling, just being who you are. Continue it, keep it up, and the stars are the limit. You know what I mean? The sky's the limit. Thank you, Blackie, the Soca influencer. We appreciate you so much. And guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. Get this podcast out there. If you love Blackie, send it around.
Trust me, and I'll be sending it around myself. So
yeah,
y'all gonna see this podcast.
Y'all gonna see this podcast.
Y'all gonna see this podcast. I guarantee you that. So
Blackie, my brother, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. This has been another episode of the Up From Here podcast. Later, and we are out.
Later.
Soca.